Hey Saints, welcome to Sfhs Today. I'm Raina.
And I'm Alyssa.
Seniors, make sure you pick up exemption forms from the greeter station. In order to get exemption days, seniors need teachers to sign off for all materials need to be returned to the IMC.
In other news, with the nice weather, we've recently had more people getting out on their motorcycles. However, sophomore Zach Gust was involved in a motorcycle accident on Mother's Day weekend, which sent him to the hospital.
He's back in school and has some advice for cycle safety. Tessa and Alyssa spoke to him. Be warned, some of the images might be too graphic for sensitive viewers.
I just fixed my bike and I put aftermarket brake levers on it, and I went on a ride down the road, and luckily I had my helmet on, but they locked up on me because they were manufactured wrong. And I was going about 80 miles an hour, and my bike skid for about 100 yards, and I probably went about 60 yards and then went into the ditch. I have road rash all over my arms, dislocated my shoulder, and all over my legs and back.
What would you recommend to other people for driving motorcycles and cars in general?
Make sure you have full gear, helmet, jacket, gloves, pants.
Thanks for sharing your story, Zach. Tuesday night was the final band concert for the year. They honored seniors and all bands participated. Reporter Chu Chang Yang attended the concert and spoke with some of the participants.
I've been in band all 4 years of high school and all 3 years of middle school.
Since 6th grade, so 7 years now.
Since 6th grade.
I am not emotionally prepared for this. I'm really sad. I've already cried 3 times and the concert hasn't even started.
I'm happy and sad at the same time.
I'm gonna get emotional. I haven't gotten it yet, but it's coming.
I loved our trip to Florida like 3 years ago. That was super fun. Yeah. I really enjoy doing Madrigal's brass because we just get to be a really close-knit group of brass players and it's really fun.
Probably the pep bands. Those would be fun.
I went on the band trip sophomore year, so pretty much everything that happened in Orlando. The problem I'm having right now is it's difficult to get an instrument because I rent this from the school. So I have to try to figure out how to rent one from somewhere else.
Yes. I'm gonna go to Anoka Ramsey and then figure out what music major I'm gonna do from there.
I'm not majoring or minoring in music, but I want to keep playing just because it's a fun thing to do. I am going to be part of the varsity band at Leisure College, and then I'm also going to be auditioning for an orchestra and a jazz band as well.
On the topic of music, the Springs Pops Choir concert will be held on Tuesday, May 24th at 6 and 8 p.m. It will include senior solos and senior slideshow. Tickets are available online at seeyourself.biz.
Senior Sunset was this Wednesday from 6:30 to 8:30. Seniors gathered together for their last hurrah before graduation. Melanie and Misty went out and got more information.
I spoke about memories and how we'll continue to make them and we'll never forget the ones that we made here. But most importantly, thank you for all the memories that have made us into who we are. Thank you. It was really fun to speak at Senior Sunset, and I'm really glad that I got to spend this time with my classmates to reminisce about our years here.
Arranging for space, getting a lot of pictures from a lot of people, arranging for speakers, people to talk, arranging for speakers so you have sound, playlists, games, whatever. And then of course we coordinate with yearbooks so that the seniors kind of get their yearbooks early, which is kind of a nice treat for the seniors. So we're happy that Mr. Olson and the yearbook crew kind of helped that happen.
Honestly, it was the slideshow that was the best part of it. Like, I liked looking at all the pictures of everybody that I grew up with in high school, and it was pretty emotional. Even though a lot of people were looking at yearbooks the whole time, but I was looking at the slideshow.
My favorite part of Senior Sunset was hanging out with my Tibboos and playing Frisbee with them. My favorite memory from high school is when Rex Robinson got canned in 9th grade.
Going on all the adventures with my friends.
My favorite memory of high school would probably be madrigals. During our dress rehearsal, we would have raves in the dressing room, so I would definitely say that's my favorite part of high school.
One of the students who spoke at Senior Sunset was Max Green, which brings up to our next You Ask, We Answer segment for this week. Can Max Green fly?
I was wondering if Max Green could fly.
Yes. First, what I like to do is I like to get some perpendicular stretches going on. Just get the blood going, maybe a couple jumping jacks before I take my flight. Ooh, back crack there. All right. Oh, pick up speed! It's not always fun and games, kids. Sometimes you gotta hurt yourself to make your dreams come true.
At the top.
And that's how it's done, kids.
As the school year comes to an end, many 4-H students are looking forward to the county and state fair seasons, and that means baby animals.
Ethan got some good information on these hardworking members and their animals.
So in 4-H, I show mainly dairy cows, beef cows, sheep, and swine. I've been in 4-H for a total of 11 years now. I started the fall before 2nd grade, and I've been showing at the Anoka County Fair since then. So this year at County Fair, I'll be showing a dairy steer for beef, I'll be showing a market gilt and a market barrel for swine. I might be showing a sheep, and then I have a total of 5 dairy cows. I got involved in 4-H through my godfather. He owned a lot of sheep when I was growing up. So going to the fair and my dad being on the fair board and everything, I learned that being around animals was a lot of fun.
So I'll be doing rabbits, chickens. I'll also have my generals, which is woodworking, sewing, crafts, foods, photography. So.
We aren't done showing cute animals yet. This week's 5 Minutes of Fame goes to Jessica Hebert, who volunteers at the Humane Society in her free time.
She went with Jessica to get some footage of the dogs she works with on the weekends.
Student celebrities everywhere, this is why you should care about 5 Minutes of Fame.
I'm a dog adoption volunteer, and I help people visit with animals. Sometimes I help with the adoption process, and I answer questions, I search medical history, and in my free time I either just hang out with the dogs or I help train them.
When did you start going to the Humane Society?
Last July I started.
What do you love most about going there?
I get to cuddle with dogs all day if I have free time. It's great.
What made you want to volunteer?
I've always loved animals, so ever since I was like 12, I think I wanted to volunteer at the Humane Society. And I asked them, and they're just like, oh, you have to wait till you're 16. So the morning of my 16th birthday, I applied. I'm gonna minor in animal science, so I'm probably gonna do something with animals on the side, but I'm not sure yet.
What's the most rewarding part of what you do?
Seeing or helping a family or a dog find their forever home.
How can one apply for the Humane Society?
You apply online, just on their Humane Society website, and then it's, I believe there's like a volunteer tab. I don't really remember exactly what it looks like, and then you can find the application on their website.
How often do you go to the Humane Society?
I have a 3-hour shift every other Sunday, and I can pick up shifts whenever I have time and whenever they have a shift open.
Where is the Humane Society located?
We have 5 locations in Coon Rapids, Woodbury, Buffalo, St. Paul, and Golden Valley.
Hey.
Hi. Yeah, hello.
As things wind down for the seniors, next year's upperclassmen need to start thinking about how to be involved with SFHS after summer is over. Alyssa and Tracy talked to a few members from Youth Teaching Youth.
So Youth Teaching Youth is a 4-H program that we offer at St. Francis High School. High school students from St. Francis go to the middle school or to the elementary schools to teach middle schoolers and elementary schoolers about different topics. So alcohol, tobacco, peer pressure, stress, relationships, kind of a wide range of topics.
I joined for the experience and being an older role model towards little kids.
And I also joined for the experience. I thought it'd be something cool, something different to do.
I joined because I thought it was a really fun program, and I remembered when I was in 7th grade and I had a lot of fun being in one of the classrooms that had Youth Teaching Youth.
It's a good program because, I don't know, it teaches, us, like the high school students, leadership skills, and it teaches the students to learn, to make responsible decisions and stay safe and whatnot.
It's a good program because it helps younger students to make connections and to just have some great tools to use as they get older.
So it's important for the elementary schoolers and middle schoolers to have you guys teaching this program because you guys are their role models. They look up to you. They see you at football games, basketball games, choir concerts, plays, and all of that, and they want to be a lot like you. So having you guys stand up and say, you can say no to peer pressure and the harmful effects of alcohol and tobacco and how it's important to manage your stress. You guys teaching them about it has a way bigger impact than it does having me, just a normal adult, walk into their classroom and teach them these topics. You guys just have a lot more power over that influence on the kids.
My favorite memory from teaching Youth was probably this past year in my 6th grade classroom. They all had wonderful answers to share and were just really committed and involved in the program, and that was really fun to see.
So we'll start doing some recruiting this fall. Basically, you kind of need to watch for the announcements, and you can always check in with the nurse, the school nurse, Ms. Coy. She coordinates our 6th grade program, and then Ms. Caldwell, the chemical health specialist, is working with our 4th grade program. So watch for your announcements. You'll see some stuff about 6th grade teaching or 4th grade teaching. It's your choice. And alcohol and tobacco decisions is what we call them. So keep your eyes peeled. Anyone wearing a clover around your school could probably point you in the right direction too.
They're looking to recruit students for the upcoming year. Applicants will be coming out in the fall, so tell your friends and stay posted.
Another way for incoming seniors to get involved is Senior Summit.
Elsie and Emily got information about the meeting for next year's seniors.
Senior Summit's a chance for the juniors that are going to come in and be our senior class in 2016-2017 to give the administration an idea of different areas of the school that they think we can improve on. Sometimes it's answering just questions that students have about things that are happening in school. We talk about school climate and culture. We talk about curriculum, and there's been classes added because of the Senior Summit. We talk a little bit about our building needs and facilities and how we can improve that around here. We talk about some of the rules and procedures, and some of them, sometimes kids just want to know, why is this rule in effect? And so we cover that, and then they also ask other questions about different rules and different procedures for things. And then we talk about the activities that we have in athletics and just how those are functioning, what maybe we can do better, what we can do differently, how we can support each other, things like that. So that's basically what we do at Senior Summit. Then we have pizza, and we just enjoy getting to know that group of kids that are going to be our senior leaders the next year. Any senior that wants to attend, again, this is going to be June 6th from just 10 in the morning to 11:30, and then followed by we bring in pizza and beverages for everybody. Any senior that wants to be part of this group, all you have to do is pick up a form either from the main office or the activities office or Anna at the front table and turn in your little bottom slip saying that you'll be attending. And we don't care how many people shows up, more the merrier.
Other students continue to look to the future as they participate in classes to learn about a career as a nursing assistant. This past week, on Monday and Wednesday, students learned skills about how to feed residents. Reporter Natalie Washi attended the class.
What's that smell coming from the health hallway?
Right now, we're cooking foods in Wyland's class to learn how to feed the residents.
It is a good experience. That way, when we go and take our tests, we can know how to do it.
We are working on how to feed people today. So these are one of the skills that students have to know. And when they go into the workforce, they have to know how to feed a resident. So we are preparing a meal, and they are going through each step of what they do when somebody needs assistance in feeding. So it's really a fun activity. Nursing assistant class is really hands-on class, so they're doing activity over activity, just trying to practice skills so that when they challenge the test over at the Anoka Technical College, they can become nursing assistant registered. They'll be on the Minnesota registry. And many students get jobs then after that. So it's really fun to see them in action, to see them practice their skills. And today is really a fun day because it's food, and they are preparing meals and they are feeding the residents. So it's really fun.
I think it's a good opportunity that Miss Weiland lets us do a hands-on approach instead of just reading about it, and it's helpful. Yeah, it helps us figure out how to actually do some skills and procedures when we do hands-on things, actually making the food and feeding the residents and things like that. And it's fun and tasty.
To round out the show, this week's senior spotlight is Crystal Vu, who is one of the very few Monk students who has received a full scholarship to attend Osberg's College in the fall.
Vu has done PSEO for the past 2 years, and she has received her AA degree from Anoka Ramsey earlier this month. She will receive her high school diploma with her classmates on Friday, June 3rd.
Why did you choose Augsburg, and how did you get into the honors program?
I chose Augsburg because it was the most diverse private school in Minnesota, and it offered a lot of great opportunities for me. They gave me a full tuition scholarship. And I graduated from Anoka Ramsey Community College in Coon Rapids with my AA, and I will be graduating with my high school diploma in June at St. Francis.
What kind of things are you involved in and done in your community?
Some of the things that I've done in my community, well, I volunteered at Mercy Hospital for almost a good year, and I got 100 hours in. And then just recently, I was in and out helping the Hmong community, just trying to raise awareness for the Dylan Yang case. So that's some of the things that I've been doing. Planning a major in, actually, I'm planning a double major in biopsychology and women's studies. PSEO has been truly just amazing and awesome and great, and I have nothing but great things to say about it. It's opened so many doors for me, and I've met so many truly intelligent students and people of color, and just a whole list of people, and just the professors. The professors have been amazing, and I actually met a really awesome professor who I took a class with. I took Women of Biology with her, and ever since I took that class, it has really impacted me in what I want to be when I grow up. Because of her, I want to be a OBGYN now, which is basically a doctor who focuses on women's health and helping them and everything. And so I really want to do that. I want to help my community with especially girls and women. And someday I want to be able to go to Laos or Thailand and be a doctor there to help girls who do not have any health care.
That's all we have this week. Stay tuned for weather and RQT.
Hi Saints, I'm Reesh Phelan.
And I'm Mason Abraham, and welcome to Weather.
There's going to be a high of 73 with a low of 48 today.
Tomorrow, a high of 77 and a low of 48.
And on Sunday, we're going to have a high of 81 with a low of 61, and it's going to be sunny all weekend.
Back to thunderstorms on Monday. Have a good weekend, Saints. G.
It's the random question thing. Ding.
I watched How to Bake a Lasagna with my grandma, and it was one of the greatest moments of my life.
I watched the movie trailer Me Before You, and I watched Selena Gomez's music.
Alright, the last video I watched on YouTube was This Is It by the Flatbush Zombies.
The last video I watched on YouTube was Babies Laughing.
The last YouTube video I watched was Morgan Freeman narrating as a GPS, and it was rather funny actually.
Fishing Gary Yamamoto's ranch, Texas frog fishing.
The last video I watched on YouTube was Betty Crocker.
A tutorial on how to do hair.
And a tutorial on how to long jump.
The last video I watched on YouTube was a guy in a trailer park who can inhale hot dogs and then shoot them back up out of his mouth. It's pretty wild.
I watched Funkazone with Capron and Corey Funk playing a game of Scoot. Last YouTube video, a 26-minute long LeBron James top 400 dunks.
Mine was a music video. The video was Goat and Your Mom.
Have a good weekend, Saints.